All right, one thing we can say about today that we couldn't say last week, it feels like fall out there. A very typical autumn day today. 55 our high temperature, just a few degrees above the average for this time of year. Rather mild overnight last night at 31 degrees. There's a little bit of cloud cover, a little bit of wind out there, keeping the temperatures from dropping down as they would otherwise. Okay, let's take a look at what's happening out towards the Pacific, and not a lot. Pacific, pretty quiet. No organized storms out there. This storm system that you see kind of trying to make its way into California, we're going to see some of that cloud cover through the day tomorrow. Temperatures similar to today, but for the most part, it's pretty strong. High pressure centered across a good chunk of the southwest and the western United States. That's not the case for the rest of the country, where there's some big time cold air up there, but the high pressure bringing us warm and dry conditions from Arizona all the way up through California. But talk about the cold today. The high temperatures across some cities throughout the region. 6 degrees today in Denver, and these were forecast temperatures. This is the actuals, but pretty close. 26 was the high, or 62 the high. This is not right at all. It was not 54. 654? I don't know. Denver was only supposed to be 6 degrees today. That was the high. This map, I don't even know what it's saying, but 6 degrees was the high in Denver today, and there was very cold Arctic air. Oh, I know what this map is saying. I just remembered. 54 is the average. Here's what it was, 6 degrees, 26 in Amarillo today, while 62 is the average. So the white temperatures are what the temperatures were across the region today. Oklahoma City 36, Dallas only 44 degrees. Okay, here's a look at it on the national satellite. Just a lot of white, and as I mentioned earlier, that's the infrared satellite sensing all the cold that's trapped across a good portion of the country. Some snow moving out of the Rocky Mountains of Denver. This is mainly a snow event for the northern Rockies, and it's going to continue for the next several days. There's a big time snow event, the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Saw about 3 feet of snow overnight last night. Lake effect snow is going to continue with this storm system over the next several days and right into the weekend. This pattern is not going anywhere. Very cold into the weekend, but notice the jet stream getting down into Arizona. I think Saturday we have an approaching cold front that just barely clips the four corners. Windy through the day Saturday, and then some of this air blasts in on Sunday and will be much, much colder with a northerly breeze come Sunday. Currently outside right now, here's a look at the cold air. Denver 1 degree. Right now it's 36 degrees in Dallas, and here's the bulk of the cold air. It's going to march its way into the Gulf Coast states and all the way into the east over the next several days, while the west stays pretty quiet. Northwest, not so much, though. Some snow and rain mix up Portland and up in Seattle, kind of wet and cold. 47 degrees outside here in Flagstaff right now. 1 degree in Denver, 47 in Flagstaff. Okay, overnight tonight, I think we see an increase in some high clouds overnight. 28 degrees, a light breeze all the way through the night. Tomorrow, similar temperature today, 54 degrees, but I think we're a lot more cloudy than we were today. Or not a lot. We're on the partly cloudy side. There'll be some high clouds and a little bit of cumulus out there, some of those low puffy clouds as well. Flagstaff, we already talked about. Tuba City, 64. Winslow, 68. Payson, 63. Sedona, 67. Okay, here's a look at the extended forecast, and we get into Friday, a little bit cooler. Saturday, approaching cold front, windy, much colder, a chilly Sunday with a high temperature of 40 degrees, and Sunday night going into Monday, one of the hardest freezes of the season, down into the teens, and for you down in Sedona, mid-60s the next couple days, and as we get into that cold front time frame, cooling you down into the mid-50s by late weekend.